matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick off to get this game underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Conditions. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and it'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. To the air, it's Golden. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Might be calling a hot route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Puts it out of the air. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now on first down from the 30.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Wants to throw. It's Golden. They're working that left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Floating away. Fires downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes of the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in-play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Lee. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Lost to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lee. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. That throw might have been a little too high. He couldn't call it in bounds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Golden. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hatchett. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's McNeil. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays. And hang on, it'll be 4th down.
And the offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. That Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So
turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quick release on the RPO. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break. And that
brings it to the open. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, Coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll move the tight end. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Golden. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Unloads quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Golden. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball hawk.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trucks through the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point was good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the move, it's Lee. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The Tide will get the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Quarterback making checks. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though.
Turning it on! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They go to the draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And this team needs more of that. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And
breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
A first down run in the red zone. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of it.
Touch pass on the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, where he...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He might want another play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and...
Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. The offense changing the play. Back has it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
4th down coming up.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Looking for a man. It's Golden. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond. Fires toward the end zone. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Alabama! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future game.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Golden. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. with this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for 6. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll try to pound their way in. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Foster. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
good.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
That makes the score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a flea flicker. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Foster. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Laterals it back. Here's the pressure. And he's thrown another interception. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.